build boost. Hey everyone, welcome back to Topher Drives, where today you join me in Big Sky, Montana with this sequin blue Satin 2026 Bentley Bentayga Speed. Today we're going to be spending the day with this new V8 powered Bentayga Speed, and we're going to show you kind of what it's like to live with. And it should be quite a good time because this new Bentayga has some tricks up its sleeve. Biggest change for 2026 and from the outgoing Bentayga Speed is what's under the hood. So gone is the W12. In fact, gone is the W12 from every new Bentley, and in its place in this Bentayga Speed, a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, a hot V twin-turbo V8 with 641 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. This has a 8-speed ZF or ZF, be corrected either way I say it, automatic transmission. It's all-wheel drive. It has a Torsen center differential, and the biggest news here is that this now has a drift mode. You can drift this new Bentayga Speed. Well, they don't explicitly call it drift mode, but it has an ESC Sport mode, and we're actually going to be trying this out at some point in today's video. We're doing what Bentley is calling Ranchycross. We're actually headed to a little town called Ellis here in Montana, and we're going to see what this thing can do off-road as well. So we're joined today by Sophion and Rob from Redline Reviews. I'm sure some of you know who they are, and we'll talk to them in just a second. But first, let's poke around this Bentayga Speed, and then we're going to spend the day with it and see what it's like to live with. So as I mentioned, this is finished in sequin blue satin. We have signal yellow brake calipers, and we actually have some extended signal yellow trim in the interior. Also, I decided to do this next to a highway, so I do apologize, but look at the scenery right now. This is crazy. I figured kind of anywhere I pulled over to do my intro, the scenery would be nuts. This is my first time ever in Montana, and I'm excited to be spending it with this thing. So as far as spec goes, we actually don't have US pricing yet for the Bentayga Speed. I suspect we'll have it at some point here soon, and we may even be able to put it in the description by the time you guys see this video. But as tested, this car today is about 284,000 pounds, British pounds, which translates to almost 400,000 US dollars, about 380 grand. And feeling particularly British today, as all of Bentley's PR team is British. I had some tea with the presentation this morning, and Bentley's chief communications officer is called Bruce Wayne, or actually, sorry, he's called Wayne Bruce. He's like Bentley's Batman, but kind of set the mood for today's drive. So exclusive to the Speed, we have different bumpers, we have clear taillights, but most importantly, these 23-inch wheels, which I'm told are the biggest wheels that Bentley's ever put on one of their cars. And behind them, we have a 10-piston brake caliper. You can see it there, massive banana-looking thing in signal yellow. And these are carbon ceramic brakes as well. For tires, we have a Pirelli P0 285/35 ZR23. I suspect that is a squared setup. Yep, 285/35 ZR23 here on the back as well. You can see there's a little bit of dirt still left on this from the ranch portion. Of course, we're not the first people to drive this. There have been people doing some time in this week as well, but I think from the back this looks excellent. I love these clear, or as Bentley calls them, gray taillights. They fit the spec quite well. And you'll notice the quad tips. This Bentayga Speed has an optional Akrapovic, I think, or Akrapovic, or Akrapovic. This is a full titanium exhaust on this, and of course it's valved. When we put this thing into sport mode, it opens up. It's got some glorious pops and burbles, so excited to show you that today as well. But let's go ahead and poke around this thing a bit. We'll get kind of more into some details while we are driving. We've got everybody's stuff here in the back, and this is just still normal Bentayga stuff. Of course, for 2026, they haven't added any sort of extra cargo space or anything. Underneath the trunk floor, no spare, but lots of other stuff. What is this? Let's see. Oh, it's a trickle charger. Little C-Tech, nice. That comes in there. Stick that back under the floor, but you've got your cargo nets back here. You've got a little button back here to raise and lower your 4-corner air suspension. Bentayga Speed comes standard with that, as well as rear wheel steering. So lots of kit. I know the sticker price is a bit high. It's a little bit scary when thinking about this car that shares a lot of parts with vehicles like the SQ7 and the Porsche Cayenne, which are much cheaper counterparts. Sorry, I'm making you guys sweat in there. Is it getting a little hot? Okay, well, I'm about to get in and we'll start driving here. We'll make them nice and cozy with the AC again. As I mentioned earlier, we're joined by Sophian and Rob from Redline Reviews.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, and we'll get a proper evaluation of livability with this Bentayga Speed today. Actually, quickly, before I start the car, I do want to show under the hood. I'll leave this door open so you have extra airflow. And not really much to see under here, though this, holy crap, the hood opens very tall. But again, 4-liter twin-turbo V8 in this Bentayga Speed, 641 horsepower, 627 pound-feet of torque. This thing weighs 5,400 pounds, which is actually about 100 pounds lighter than the outgoing W12 Speed. So, you know, give and take. And it does make more power than the W12, but it makes less torque. So the power delivery is a little bit different in this. But let's go ahead and jump in and start it and begin our journey today to Ellis, right? Is that the town we're going to? Ellis?
Ennis.
Yeah. I said Ellis earlier. Okay, well, whatever. Same thing. All right. So these feel like they have a little bit of power assist. Maybe not, actually. I'm sure they're soft close, though, right? They have to be.
Yeah, the back ones are.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we have soft closed doors in here. Let's go ahead and fire it up. So inside, a bit of a unique spec here. We have Beluga with signal yellow, matches the brake calipers on the outside, but lots of signal yellow trim in here, from the door panels to the steering wheel, the stitching all over the dash, even the shifter, which I've never really been the biggest fan of the way that this shifter feels in the Bentayga, and here on the Speed, it's really no different. We've got some matte carbon trim. We have our drive mode selector. If we put this into sport, it'll open up our valved titanium exhaust. Quite good.
In the parking lot of a hospital.
Yes. See, I don't think there are enough vehicles these days that make proper pops and burbles like that.
No.
Yeah, no, that sounds really good. Infotainment system is loading, but in the meantime, we can take a look at other stuff. We've got these vents up here mounted quite high with our clock. We've got a wireless charger here in front of the shifter, 2 cup holders, armrest situation that actually isn't very deep, and it's actually running an iPhone that's running to the screen via CarPlay to give us a navigation route, but we might kind of veer off of that a bit today. And Bentley has so kindly added music from James Bond by Hans Zimmer. If you would
like to use the online recognizer,
no,
please agree to the license.
No, I don't want to do that. Okay, well, we'll just leave it like that, and we'll have Rob nav us from the back seat for wherever we're going. But excited to spend some time with this today and see what it's like. The only other Bentayga that I've driven was a 2023, I believe, extended wheelbase Azure trim, which was double purple, and I wasn't really super impressed with that. I didn't really see the value in it, but I think with this Speed trim and some of its tricks, some of the trickery that it has, we may find some more value in it. But I don't know, pushing 400 grand, we'll have to see if it's worth it.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. So let's go ahead and get started and see how this thing is to drive.
Question for you.
Yes?
If you'd prefer. We found an alternative route that gets us to the ranch in 51 minutes instead of an hour and 41.
Well, good quality backup camera, nice 360 camera as well. I don't know, this shifter, it just feels kind of like toyish and plasticky. And this one, we're joking that it's like Little Tykes because it's yellow, but anyway.
Yeah, the shifter could have been changed to make it feel a little bit more like sturdy.
Yeah. So the Bentayga Speed, we have obviously some different tuning bits here. There's a different tune on this 4-liter V8 that is in essentially every Volkswagen Auto Group twin-turbo V8 car. It's a rendition of this engine. But this one's got bigger turbos, it's got different fuel injectors. And then we have a couple other differences here, like improved throttle response. We've got 15% stiffer suspension. I'm going right.
Oh, no, left. Sorry.
Left.
That's okay.
There's somewhere here I can loop around.
Yeah, it still says 53
Yeah,
minutes.
just zoom out. I want to see where. Oh, it's having you do a U-turn up there.
Oh, U-turn? Okay.
Of course.
U-turn
Of course.
Okay.
Pick the most inconvenient place for a U-turn.
You guys
5 miles.
you guys gave me one simple instruction for us to leave, and I screwed it up.
It's okay.
You're like, when you leave the parking lot, turn left. And I turned right.
It's okay, we have it up here now, so we're good.
Okay, cool.
I did what they told us not to do, and that's unplug their Bentley phone.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well,
You're gonna get yelled at.
All right, we're just gonna like whip around real quick in here. Let's see. Oh, we can just cut through this neighborhood thing.
Just do a donut.
Yeah.
Good.
It's like, oh yeah.
There's a drift mode.
Put it in drift mode.
I don't think the residents of the Gulf Club would appreciate it.
Probably not. Though we are in a Bentley, so maybe we'd get a pass. Ooh, there's a really good British
XK.
car. Yeah.
XK convertible.
Nice. Loving that.
With a dog in it.
Oh yeah, it does have a dog in it.
Okay. Just get back on the road once you
Well, this is good consumer advice. We can see how it maneuvers around a parking lot. I love SUVs like this, like luxury SUVs that have rear wheel steering, because obviously they're good for performance and things, but also for maneuverability. Because luxury is always ease of use in my mind, so
Sure.
you can get. Steering itself is pretty quick. It's a little bit heavier, of course, since this is the Speed model, so they want to make it a little bit sportier. But we are back into B mode. Let's actually go into comfort. I'm curious to see if that lightens things up a bit more. Really nice bassy exhaust, even
It's
with the
still
valves
loud.
closed. Yeah, it's loud even in comfort.
It's loud. I was like, wow.
It's
Okay.
surprising. But calms itself down. Honestly, a little bit more NVH in here than I was expecting. I hear some noise from the back, kind of some boominess. But, I mean, anything on a 23-inch wheel, you're going to have some noise from the road. So you are able to opt for a 22-inch wheel. It's actually the standard choice on this car. But unfortunately, you're not able to get the 10-piston front brakes with carbon ceramics. So you got to choose what's important to you. And I don't know. I would probably still go with the 22s because I am never using my brakes so much that I need carbon ceramics, and I don't think I'd be tracking my Bentayga.
Not in a car like this, no.
No. But it's cool to have. It's cool to be like, I've got 10-piston carbon ceramics on my Bentley. It's cool for when you pull up to the polo club or whatever, golf club.
It's a bragging right?
It is, yeah. Throttle response is nice, and this is, I mean, we see this from pretty much every Volkswagen Auto Group car that isn't a Volkswagen, so higher end stuff, Audi, Bentley, Lamborghini. Throttle tuning, transmission tuning, it's all really smooth and very natural feeling. Surprised actually how high this car keeps itself revved, even when you're in comfort mode. Like, we're rolling along at 2,800 RPM right now. Ooh, thank you, van, for getting out of our way. Okay,
Say, work van.
perfect.
Right in the front.
All right, let's open up the valves. I mean, might as well. Let's go into manual mode and play with this 8-speed a bit. You guys are just like me, like, ooh, that sounds great.
It's so unexpected in a vehicle like
I know.
this. I feel like we're driving a Porsche Cayenne.
Yeah. It's pretty quick. Now, we are at some elevation right now.
About 6,200 feet.
I am out of breath, and the car probably is a bit too, so we might be a little bit down on power, but man, dynamically, of course, with this adaptive air suspension, things stiffen up. Why am I even talking? Let's just listen to the car.
That truck was going down the hill backwards. So I realized.
Just a cement truck.
God, he doesn't let up. There's no let off.
No.
There's no negotiating the power that. Wow.
Some really cool boost noises too. You can hear some induction, which is nice. And Bentley has prided themselves on not piping in any engine noise to this. Everything you hear is natural, either induction or exhaust out the back. Oh. Sounds pretty similar to the Porsche Cayenne Turbo. I don't know if you guys have had, I'm sure you've had one of those.
We had a Turbo GT a few years ago.
Okay, so yeah, pretty similar. I love the way that this ZF 8-speed fires off gears. I mean, even in a car like this, like smooth and reserved when you want it to be, but then when you put it into sport, oh, this is cool.
No, another work van.
I know, we caught up too quick. Look at this view. Look at the mountain.
It almost looks fake.
It literally looks fake. Yeah, I AI'd it in for my video. Okay, let's put this back into drive. Let's put it into Bentley mode. We also have a custom mode. Do you think we can toggle that while we're on the move? I don't know how to. We can figure that out somehow.
Yeah, and there we go.
Ah, there we go. Ooh, put engine and gearbox in sport, ride and handling in comfort, steering feel in comfort. That's the ticket right there. There we go. The only thing I don't love about that is it forces the transmission to be in S.
Oh, and then you can't go into regular drive.
You can't go into drive. So what I would like to see would be a separate mode for the exhaust where you just open up the valves and have everything in comfort but loud exhaust. That's usually what I do for a custom mode. Driving position in here is good. Visibility, I can see out of it pretty well. The headrests back there are quite large. This has like the luxury seating package, so it's got big pillows on the headrests and things.
Pillow.
Yeah, how is that pillow back there? Oh,
Honestly,
that's nice.
wonderful etiquette. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Which the view wouldn't be blocked if you had a digital camera mirror, but the Germans don't do that.
They don't like that. And whenever, you know what's funny is whenever I suggest a car have a digital mirror in a video, people say, this is not a Kia. It does not need to have a digital rearview mirror. And I'm like, well, ease of use. I just want to see out of it.
Options. Like, if you don't like it, turn it off.
Turn it off, yeah. So yeah, camera mirror would be nice to see in here. But otherwise, visibility's good. Big mirrors, the blind spots, I mean, really don't have any blind spots. Actually, like ergonomically, like the steering wheel is a really nice thickness. It's a really pretty looking steering wheel as well. I think the Germans do this really well. Bentley, Porsche, Lamborghini, Audi, BMW, they've all got really, really nice steering wheels.
I actually noticed that steering wheel comes off of like an Audi RS5.
Does, oh yeah. Yeah, the buttons.
It's just got different trim on it.
The buttons are all the same. That's a good observation there. So if you want to swap a Bentley steering wheel onto your Audi, I'm sure it plugs right in. This is heated as well. And with this being the Speed, this is trimmed in Alcantara. I mean, really, really nice materials on this. The fact that you have some of this like technology in here, knowing that this car wasn't necessarily engineered by the British. You've got a German engine, a German transmission, lots of German switchgear in here. It is nice, but in some ways it does kind of devalue the experience. So you have to decide what's important to you. Because if the badge isn't important, you can go and have yourself an Audi SQ7 and put an Akrapovic exhaust on it yourself, and then you've got most of the experience here.
Right.
And
you could probably even do a tune on it and make
literally
more horsepower.
Yep. And the SQ7 is like $100,000. So you could have almost 4 of those for one of these. So, I don't know, but I get the cool factor of this. I mean, no Audi you buy is going to have the option to trim your interior in signal yellow, and a lot of these bespoke exterior colors. And if you want to send your car to Mulliner, you can have essentially any color you want. So Bentley's got a really nice bit of customization that you can do. Ride quality here, I mean, on a road like this, you're not going to notice it too much, but ride quality seems to be really, really nice here. There's a nice supple nature to it, but you're not floating all over the place. Makes sense for a Speed model here. Still some Bentley-ness, but also some rigidity. Getting into the brake pedal, obviously this car is probably a bit over-braked for what it is, but really nice feel through the brake pedal. You doing okay back there, Rob?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
I'm enjoying my removable screen here. I opened
Oh,
the
yeah.
blinds. I've turned my massage back on. It's turned off after 10 minutes.
Yeah, I hate that when cars turn off the massage after like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I just want it to stay on for a little bit longer. Come on.
You can even pull up a car icon and see how fast you're going.
Oh, you can tell Jeeves to slow down from the back seat. Jeeves, we're not in that much of a hurry. Speaking of that, though, this will go 193 miles per hour.
Not on this
That
road.
is, no, definitely not on this road. That is just nuts, though. Like, to think about a big, well, nearly 3-ton SUV going nearly 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Someone's following us.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
probably.
there's a gate.
Oh dear.
Oh no, I hope we can go this way. Although I think the gate should just open.
We're probably because we're going into like a national park. Oh, there's a code thing.
Uh-oh. Oh no. I guess we can't go this way then.
Are you kidding me, Waze?
The car behind us has a light bar on it.
Oh no.
Escape quickly! Am I in reverse? Yes, I'm in reverse.
Are you kidding me, Waze?
Wow, Waze took us the wrong way, I guess. We should not have gone this way. My bad.
Well, I saw it too. It didn't say anything about a gate.
This truck is probably like, yeah,
It says
who is
private
this?
road, no trespassing.
Good.
Oh, goodness.
Well, we can ask them if there's a quicker way to get over
Would you like to
the-
ask the person in the Tundra?
Yes.
Sure, we can ask them.
Yeah, I guess he's probably like
He's
confused.
probably like, what are these damn?
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
I think Waze got us a little lost.
Where
We
you
were
guys trying to go?
Ennis Ranch. It's on the other side of wherever this is. But I know that there's, we can basically go pretty far south or north to go around it through downtown Bozeman. But is there another way to get through that's not obviously private property?
This is the only other way through.
Okay.
I'm shooting for right now, but in the future you gotta go around and bypass for the road.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh.
So we're okay to go through the.
Yeah, that'll be alright.
Okay.
Oh.
We're just trying to go out the other side. We appreciate that. Thanks, man.
Is this some kind of Bentley privilege?
He's probably like, they're in a Bentley, it's fine.
Yeah, we're not gonna-
You're cool. You can go down the private road.
What? So he's gonna open it
He's
for
gonna
us?
open it for us, yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Let's do it. See what we
Look
find.
at that.
Well, that was very nice of him.
Thank you, sir.
How kind.
Give him a little hazards as a thank you.
Glad I wasn't a dick to him.
Yes.
Who knows who owns this road? It's a
Yeah.
private road. Like,
I think I'm reforming my opinions on some things actually. Washboard. The ride quality here is really nice. Like this is soaking everything up really well. Holy crap. Oh, we should. I should get a picture right here with the car like right here. You can't not have a picture like that. Parking brake automatically applies when you go into park. Gotten it a bit dusty.
a little bit. That's okay. It's
Oh
it's
my.
An SUV. It's okay.
Yeah. Look at this now.
This is incredible.
This is great.
Empty hearts and neon lights. The play.
It's probably never seen a Bentley before.
He's
Okay, well, we're
literally
gonna
just
keep
staring.
going. All right, we're out at the ranch. We've traded Sophion and Rob for Marcus, and we're gonna do a little bit of off-roading. We're gonna try out ESC Sport at some point here, and we'll see what this Bentayga Speed can do on some loose gravel. So I'm gonna start off here with an acceleration, and we'll go from there. All right, just roll into it and go for it?
Yep.
All right. Cool.
So the grids are good to take with 40-45. They are smooth.
Okay.
Good. Can go with. A little bit muddy here because of the...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can feel that rear end dancing around a little bit.
The plan was to make the ESC not annoying, but supporting.
Yeah.
On tarmac, it makes you go quicker around the corner, and here it, let's say, supports you at least enough. Long left-hander.
Really, really impressive air suspension. Like,
So we're on sport mode on 23-inch tires,
Right.
P0,
Yeah.
on gravel, yeah? Happy to get your feedback. What do you think about the exhaust?
I love the exhaust. Such a cool noise.
It was a discussion in terms of how much we are allowed to do. Completely authentic, by the way.
Yeah.
It's beautiful here.
It really is. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on him. He's coming across there. Ooh, it's crazy how they're able to handle those
Yeah.
and not just like fall.
Proper chassis.
Right.
I can put you in dynamic because you know what you do.
Okay.
Just so now I have dynamic ESC, and you are back in sport, so the car should be a bit more responsive.
Manual.
And what happens now is normally this car understeers.
Right.
So, but the ESC, the stability control, will help you to turn the car with torque vectoring. So, if you're a little bit patient, so at the end of the corner, the car will turn the rear. So,
Okay.
try it. Yeah. You've driven this.
Oh yeah. I could be convinced that this has like a limited slip in the back.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well done. So, but now you completely get it. So this
Yeah.
is the little icing on the cake on a car like this to allow you that stuff.
And the front end is sharp on this car. Like even on gravel, even on these Pirellis, like it's super impressive that it was able to pull me out of that corner with the back end. Like that is very, very impressive. It'll dance.
It's not twitchy, right?
Not twitchy, very gradual breakaway.
So you describe what we call Bentley DNA in terms of vehicle dynamics. This is what we would like to achieve. It should be manageable for everyone. Cars should not, let's say, make you feel stupid or something. It should make you feel good.
Yeah.
Because it's controllable. Got it? Great driving.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That was quite a bit of fun.
Thank you. This was good.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it very much.
Yes. Thank you very much. Alrighty guys, we are back in our sequin blue Bentayga. We have left the ranch and it is now time to head back to the hotel. So we'll give you some final thoughts here on what it's been like to live with this Bentayga Speed today. And Sophian and Rob are out back mounting a camera so we can give you a sense of what this titanium exhaust sounds like a bit more with some up close pops and burbles and things. But it's been a great day in this car. That little Ranchycross thing really kind of, I don't want to say it changed my mind, but it kind of put in perspective a bit more what this car is meant to do and what it's capable of. I mean, this thing just felt like a big rally car on that little off-road course. It was incredibly impressive, really sharp front end, and just overall like inputs. All of the inputs are tuned so perfectly on this car for what it is, I think. And that's the thing, for what it is. A big, nearly 3-ton Lugso barge. So we're gonna hit this road here and try and make some more noise.
All right.
In the mix of whoever's been driving this car today, there were a couple other people in it. It's done 14.4 mpg. So, and we only have 95 miles to E.
And how far to go?
75 miles. So
72.
hopefully we make it. Oh, that was a good one. So this Bentayga has launch control for the first time ever. Allegedly can do 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. Let's try it out. Let it build boost. That is rapid. I mean, the fact that a 5,400 pound car can move off the line like that is pretty impressive. And kind of what I've gathered throughout the day driving this car is that it feels, obviously it's on the same platform as a lot of the cars that I'm about to mention, but dynamically, it's impressively similar to a Cayenne Turbo or even the Lamborghini Urus S. Just effortless speed. I mean, well, I suppose it's in the name, but didn't do that on purpose. The little like farts between shifts are, it's just my favorite characteristic of this ZF8 Speed. It's, oh my gosh.
Try for the 193 top speed? No.
We're not in Germany, Rob.
I'm diminishing our range a bit. We're down to 90 miles now.
This is why the range is so bad, because we've been too busy enjoying the farting noises.
I just want to hear it. I know. It's like the whole review
It sounds
is just,
like wasted fuel.
yes.
The farting may turn into sputtering soon.
What's Jeremy Clarkson's quote? It turns carbon dioxide into noise. I love that it's all real. That's the best part about it. None of it's fake.
I didn't think I could find an SUV that sounded as good, if not better, than the Escalade V. Like, love
Yeah.
the Escalade V, but this is pretty much at the same level, I feel like.
Escalade V, the shifts were a little sharper. I feel like it like has a little more drama.
But this engine is better. I like this engine a lot more.
Yeah, the tune on this transmission, even when you're in sport mode, it's still definitely aimed more towards comfort. It's definitely not breaking your neck. The only hard shift you ever get in this car is the launch control from first to second gear. That's the hardest shift you'll ever have. Otherwise, you can't even really feel them happening. Oh, range is 85 now.
Whenever you want, we can grab our camera.
Yeah, I'll find a pull off and you can grab it. It'll just do it forever. It doesn't care. Here, I'll go right here.
That is hilarious. Yeah, they need to put this exhaust on the Continental.
Yeah. Actually, I'm glad you brought up the Continental. So what I meant to mention earlier, actually, in the beginning of my video, is that some of the other Speed models, so actually all of the other Speed models, have the hybrid powertrain with like 770 horsepower.
Right. Oh, are you serious?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God, Rob, you're...
Rob!
I hate you so much. I was like, what?
He was so convincing with that.
I know. He just loves to piss me. Yeah. Yes, great.
Anyway, well, I was in the middle of a piece of camera. But it's interesting that they kept, or not that they kept, but that they didn't put that plug-in hybrid powertrain in this, and probably just because this platform is a little bit aged.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep it a little bit more simple, but I love this, just pure, honest
I
V8.
almost don't even miss it, because it would add a lot more weight, complexity, and I don't think with the extra weight, it would actually be any faster than this. I don't
Probably
think so.
not.
Because this would be over 6,000 pounds.
It would be.
Yeah.
There are people rafting here. Should we give them some burbles?
That woman looked up.
Did she?
Honey, why doesn't your car sound like this?
I'm such a child. It's like all I want to do is just downshift and like make noise.
Is that a rock in the middle of the road?
I don't know what that is.
That's definitely something that we should... What
Definitely,
is that?
whatever it is. Oh, it's a bucket. Yeah, we don't want to run that over.
Well, that was the perfect shift right there.
See, it's a good thing that I wanted to slow down. We might have hit a bucket. I'm a little torn still with the value proposition on this car because it does feel so similar to some of its counterparts, but I think what makes this so attractive is the fact that you can have a Bentley, you can have this badge, and it's still up to the same performance standard as a Urus, as a SQ7, as an SQ8, as a Cayenne Turbo, and you can kind of have the best of both worlds here. You can have this flashy badge, it can look bonkers from the outside, it can be any color you want, in or out, and you don't really have to sacrifice anything. You don't have to have like offensive understeer or like no drama from the exhaust. It's all still here. This sounds very similar to the Urus and the Cayenne, which it should, because it shares the engine, it shares the platform. But sometimes when you get something that's a little bit higher end, they tend to tone things down a bit, and it's not all there. But this feels like the entire package. Like, I don't think they held anything back here, and this is probably going to be like the grand finale for this generation, this era of Bentayga, because this is like a 10-year-old platform at this point, which they said that earlier in the presentation, and I was like, oh my god, this car is 10 years old, seriously? That is just wild to think about. And I mean, you can look on the used market and find a 10-year-old Bentayga for like 60 grand, but this new one, it feels up to the modern standards with all of its counterparts, and it is seriously impressive. As far as living with this goes, overall today, it's been easy getting in and out. We have, I mean, the infotainment system, it's starting to feel a little bit dated with the version of this that they have in this car. I mean, we have this knob where we can kind of go around and select things if you don't want to use the touchscreen. But we do still have a physical climate control panel. All of the button clicks in here are really nice and satisfying. The knobs, they're plastic. Some of the things you touch in here, they don't really feel as high quality as you would hope. But then other things are very high quality, like these metal vents, the things that open and close the vents. What did you call those?
Organ pulls.
Organ pulls, yeah. Those feel quite nice. The steering wheel, the leathers, the Alcantara in here, all of that feels nice. Obviously, the entire door panel is stitched in some kind of material, or it has carbon fiber on it. So there are things in here that feel nice. There are things in here that don't. But I think as far as like ease of use, you could put your grandparent in this car and they'd probably be able to figure out how to work everything. It's all right in front of you. Cows up on the hill.
Oh, yes.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm thankful that Bentley hasn't Tesla-fied this interior and put everything into a screen, because you can actually use stuff. But I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us today with the 2026 Bentley Bentayga Speed. I would say a car that wears the Speed badge with honor. This is a very well-tuned and well-calibrated SUV from Bentley, and it's been a pleasure to live with it today. So thanks again to Sophion and Rob for hanging out, and I guess that's going to do it for us today. I'll show you guys this car one last time. This will be the true end of the video. We've gotten the sequin blue a little bit dirty, but that's all right. It looks proper. Had a really good day with this car. So thank you guys again all so much for watching. Appreciate it if you've hung out with us this long, and we will see you real soon in the next video. Take care.